But you're going to find consistency using the silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do. And you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong. And you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh, man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again. Forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win. And you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Happy Monday, everybody. How's everybody doing? How we feeling, chat? Say what's up. Let me know you're here. Like the stream. Good morning, Malik. Oracle taking in. Choice Champions. Oh, Kookie, good morning. What's up, Catherine? Soné, good morning. Rahul. Who else we got in here? What's up, Jorno? Ethan, good morning. GB Pina, Alex, and Rico, good morning. Ahmed, Alex, Wolf Dubai, Nisha, Ernesto, Steven, Oscar, Crazy Time is Now, Zero Apes, GB. What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It is Monday, and audio is good, right? Looks good. It is Monday. Let's dive in. We got market open here in a couple of minutes. So, obviously, no red folder news today. We had orange folder Empire State Manufacturing Index, orange folder news at 8:30. And we have FOMC that we're leading up to on Wednesday. We'll probably be rolling over to the December contracts. I checked the volume this morning. The volume is still higher on the September contract for now. So no need to roll over. I think you could if you wanted to. I've been getting a notification on my Ninja Trader for like the last 2 trading days that it wants to do the auto rollover. But I am still on the September contract for now. Core retail sales tomorrow morning. And then obviously FOMC on Wednesday is the big event for this week. So, we'll see what we get today. So far in the overnight trading, the only thing that's really sticking out to me is if you go to this 4-hour, 2 things. One, we traded down into this 4-hour fair value gap, obviously on both indices and holding on both. So we are getting bullish order flow, just maintaining here. On the hourly, you can see the SMT divergence at the Asia low with ES and NQ. So NQ took out Asia lows. ES did not. So really, I'm just expecting, I guess, more continuation going into New York session, seeing if we can get on side with longs, and see what kind of movement we can get. So that's really my bias for today. More so bullish than anything. Obviously, we're trading at all-time highs. So all-time highs trading is back once again, ladies and gentlemen. Market opens up here in 10 seconds. Let's drop down. And we'll watch the open here. But good morning, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Yeah, Benny, I saw your message in the chat. I did not get the codes from Tradeify yet. The guy that gives me the codes literally went on vacation the day I did the giveaway before I had the codes, because I'm like, oh, I'll just hit the guy up and I'll get some codes made up for the giveaway winner. So I don't have the codes yet, Benny. I will get those out to you as soon as I have them. It should be today. It should be today from the giveaway on Friday. But Benny, I also did not get your message on X. I literally just double checked. I don't have a message from you, so shoot me another one if you can. What's up, guys? Good morning, taking in. Just be patient, Benny. I wasn't scamming you, Benny. I would love to. I'd love to. I just, you know what I mean? I just can't do it. What's up, Enrico? What about shorts first, equilibrium? Yeah, that's kind of, that'd be nice, right? Like, we're going to get this 4-hour candle closure in 30 minutes. I'm assuming it's going to close and give us a continued, I guess you could call this a change in the state of delivery to the upside. So closing above this last down close candle here from London. So, yeah, as far as if we can get a retraced equilibrium, that'd be nice, obviously. Obviously, a lot of we're going to be leaving an hourly imbalance, as we already have in here as well. So that'd be great, wherever this high gets put in at, to see a retracement to rebalance, and then, like I said, get that continuation would be nice. We'll see if we get it, folks. We'll see if we get it. Definitely makes a guy a little nervous for shorts, though, don't it? Trading at these all-time highs. All-time highs trading yet again, boys and girls. If you missed the all-time highs trading, good news, it's back. Back like it never left. So, the only thing here is that we're trading up, 2 standard deviations already above Asia highs. And at the open here, we're getting this move higher. So, with no red folder news, no 10 a.m. news, generally looking for 9:30 to be that manipulation. We're just going higher, though, right now. Thought your X wasn't working? Yeah, I didn't get a message from you on X. Right hand to God, I did not get a message from you, Benny. Yeah, hit me a message on IG. Sorry for the delay, though. Sorry for the delay. The one time I preemptively run a giveaway, the guy goes on vacation. He took the weekend off, I guess. What time do you set the kill zones for different sessions? It's all based off of ICT teaching. This indicator actually does it for you. So you got to have your chart set to New York time. You got to have the indicator set to New York time as well. But the kill zones for London, 2 to 5, Asia, 8 to midnight. And then obviously you've got the AM, New York AM and PM sessions and lunch hour, which I'm assuming you know those. So, but yeah, this indicator, ICT kill zones and pivots by TFO, it marks it out. You only have to worry about maybe adjusting it during daylight savings. So I think daylight savings is not till like November. So is that right? I believe so. So then you might have to adjust this by an hour. So just be mindful of that. But otherwise, yeah, everything's set to New York time. I am market maker. Give me the follow on IG. Come on now. How many micros would you use with $700 drawdown? How much make a day? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of dislike questions like this, but how much micros would you use? $700 drawdown. I hate questions like this just because like answering personal risk management questions based on like your guys' personal account situations is such a like unique to your situation kind of a thing. I don't know. And I also don't like, I also don't look at price, right? I also don't look at trading like that. I'm not sitting here like, I don't have like a profit goal for the day. You know what I mean? Asia 7 and 9 or 8 to 12 Doctor Studio for New York Eastern time. That's the kill zone for Asia. Attaboy, Coogie. I appreciate it. We watch ICT's new content? Yeah, probably. You got to see what it's all about. Why not? Why not? Why not? We got to stay in the know, right? I don't think I'll learn anything new or anything that I'll probably apply, to be honest. But will I watch? Sure. Yeah, Naz Lover, the TGIF model is something that does not, and if you go just look at weekly candles, we've talked about it before, it doesn't happen like super often, right? Because one, you got to have the right condition. You got to have a pretty lopsided expansion candle on the weekly. And even when you do that, it doesn't mean you're going to get the TGIF reversal. So I wouldn't make the TGIF like something that you always look for on a Friday. But, you know, if the narrative makes sense and everything is aligning on a Friday, you know, that TGIF, you could just have that in the back of your mind as a possibility. But expansion candle, you're looking for that 20 to 30% retracement, creating the lower or higher wick on the weekly candle. And I found personally that when it does play out, it actually does play out in the AM session, not the PM session. Usually PM session on Fridays is like just straight sideways. Whatever objective, if there was one, gets taken in the AM session, and then we just kind of the volatility dies for the most part. He was talking about CPI day the day you almost tilted. Who was talking about what? Did I miss something? How high it goes? Wait for a new hour retracement. I got 3 screens. 2 screens for the chart, 1 screen for Ninja Trader and chat. How to use the Asia expansion lines that you have drawn out. What relevance is, I think what you meant to say there. What relevance is it to New York session? So these are just basically standard deviation levels, right? So basically, from a statistical standpoint, I don't really look at them for, you know, key levels or anything like that necessarily, but and I don't. There's actually a great video that Jade Cap did on this, and I actually put these on after that video that he put out. Just go watch Jade Cap's video, talking about the Asia range and these projection levels. I thought he did a great job, and he talked about the bell curve, the statistical probabilities of price trading between the standard deviation levels. So just like a quick rundown on this. If you were to picture price as a bell curve, right? So we have 4 standard deviations of Asia range here, highs to the upside and to the downside. So if you just picture this as like a bell curve, right? Oh my God, terrible bell curve. Let me try that again. Right? Okay. Not the best drawing. Bear with me though. So basically, if you're looking at price in terms of statistics, right? And you've got 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviation, 3 standard deviation, both directions, right? Statistically, on any given day, price has above a 90% chance to trade between 2 standard deviations. So in terms of probabilities, right? If you're looking at market as overbought, oversold, instead of using like a stochastic or an RSI, when price starts trading to these standard deviation levels, you know, 1+, 2+, 3+, if you're getting in price levels that are 3+ standard deviations, it's an anomaly a little bit, right? It's a little bit of an outlier in terms of the statistics. So what that really does is just give you a sense of, like I said, overbought, oversold markets. And in terms of having a bias for what your next move you might be looking for to, you know, to set up, you're probably going to be on the right side more often than not to be actually favoring the reversal coming out of these 2+, 3+ standard deviations, just because from a statistical standpoint, being above those price levels is a little bit more of an outlier, right? So that's really all that it is. That's really all that it does for me. So, and that's why that I have them on here. So that's really it. It's just something that kind of gives me a gauge for where price is relative to the range. You know, there's a lot of people that would consider this maybe like mean reversion kind of trading, right? Where price is expanded one way or the other, and they're looking for that mean reversion or that correction. We would call it like a correction to rebalance in the ICT world. And then other people would look at that as like a mean reversion. So other people would have like a VWAP, or they would have EMAs on their chart, and they're looking for that reversal back to kind of rebalance, right? So, but that's how I use them. That's why they're on my chart, just kind of to gauge, you know, if we're overbought or oversold, so to speak. So like right now, like you guys are hearing me mention that, right? Like right now we're above 2 standard deviations of Asia range. So this is where it's like, okay, as price kind of continues to grind higher here, it's like, well, I'm telling myself that I'm missing, like obviously this move higher, like we're already kind of missed it, right? And perhaps the safer move would be that correction to rebalance would be maybe the safer play, you know, and having that kind of as an added confluence, if that makes sense. Oscar says, are you planning to trade today? I would not be live if I was not planning to trade today. But yeah, I can't take credit for it. I did learn this from Jade Cap's video, and I just thought it was, in terms of like statistics and probabilities. I thought it was a great visual representation of that, so I would recommend it. Can't take. I don't want to steal the valor, but. Do I use 3 or 4 standard? No, not really. No, I don't really use, like, I don't know if you're talking about these levels or just in general, like even for projections. Like if I were to even use like just projections of a leg, I would use up to 2 to 2.5. No, I don't really ever use 3 to 4. Well, thank you, Nisha. Oh, I should see. Do I play? I wonder when I play him in fantasy. Boys, fantasy went a lot better this week. Benny, I got your message on Instagram. So I'll once I have the codes, hopefully today, I'll get them out to you guys. Man, when do I play Jade Cap? Ooh, I play Simba. I play Brett next week. Man, I don't play Jade for a while. Come on. Oh my gosh. Like week 10 maybe? Holy. Yeah, week 10 I don't play him till. Yeah, boys. Joe Burrow is one of my QBs though, and he's out. That's not good. He's out, bro. Gonna have to ride with J Love. Gonna have to be J Love. What's up, Tyson? Yeah, no, we talked about the contract switch already. I'm still trading the September contract. I checked the CME group. It's still more volume on the... I'll pull it up for you guys. If you guys go to cmegroup.com and go to volume and open interest, there's still more overall volume in the September contract, meaning you can trade the September. You can still trade the September contract. This contract does expire the end of this week. You know, probably by like tomorrow, this is going to be more even, and I'll probably be trading December contract tomorrow or Wednesday. But for now, you can still be trading September. You can trade December too if you want, but it's just more volume on the September one for now. So, all right, guys. 15-minute candle just closed. We got 10 a.m. obviously in 15 minutes. Macro in 5. Staying strong here. The Bulls are back in town. What is this? Bro, ever since I got this PC, there's like random like notifications just pop up. I haven't figured out how to turn them off. T-Boy, full port my entire net worth? Well, Tyler, don't ask questions you already know the answer to. You know what to do. Go trade YM. I'm good. I'm good on that. December has more volume. I just showed you that it doesn't. That boy Tyler. Good luck, man. Good luck, man. Tyler, how was the game yesterday? It looked like a fun time. The cheerleader video was actually funny as fuck. I did the little giggle with the nose laugh. You know what I'm talking about? The one of those. Tyler, don't tell me you're a Miami Dolphins fan. Don't tell me you're a Miami Dolphins. I mean, I know you live there now, so you kind of have to like root for the home team, but don't tell me you're a Fins fan. That's tough, dude, if you are. It's also tough if you're a Giants fan, though, or a Jets fan. Giants fan? Oh, dude, heartbreaker yesterday for the Giants. That was a good game. Tyler, so what's the deal? You gonna stay in Florida? Or you gonna ever head back to New York? You just said fuck that cold. I'll go visit when the weather's nice. Yeah, we're just moving higher here, guys. No lower wick on this 15 for now. Chucky's a 49ers fan. Never will I never go back to that shithole state ever again. Oh. Yeah. Florida's that nice, huh? Never will I ever go back to that shithole state ever again. Getting house in West Palm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely come check that out. All right, guys. Macro in 2. No 10 a.m. news at all. Otherwise, yeah, we were just cruising along here. Cruising along at all-time highs on these indices. Meanwhile, crypto is red on the day. What a scam. Well, I'm glad you said it, Tyler. I'm glad you said it. First presented for value gap with inversion on the 1 minute. Yeah, I haven't gone down to the 1 minute chart yet at all. I don't want to be the first person trying to short this market. Where's our? Is this our first presented gap here? Right. You know it's a great gap when you got to start doing stuff like this. Ben, the December chart. What's the? What was it? NQZ? Is that right? Yeah. NQZ is the ticker for the December contract chart. You just type it in. Yeah, just cruising along here, chat. Cruising along. But yeah, this is where it's like, you know, obviously we're bullish. We're at all-time highs. You want to be more so long than short for the most part. But it's like when you get to these 3 standard deviation levels, it's, you know, you've kind of missed that long is how I look at it going off those. So it almost makes waiting for that correction to rebalance. Obviously, we're going to have 15-minute, 30-minute hourly gaps left. This 4 hour is going to close here in 9 minutes as well. So it almost makes, you know, in a way, waiting for that correction, in a way, almost the safer play. Or you just wait, or you just don't trade that at all, right? No one says you got to force it. Now we're at 3 standard deviations of Asia. Dude, we are pumping right now. We are pumping right now. 9:30 open. Not that many points. So we're only up 72 points. Every gap is good. Size doesn't matter. They lied. They lied, Bruno. When they told us that, they lied. Oh, honey. Yours is perfect. The big one's hurt. Come on. So I'm just going to be patient here, chat. I don't see much going on right now. Just waiting. We got top of the hour in 8 minutes. Might just wait on that. Might just wait on that. The interest rate yeah, what is the what's the forecast? Is it are they expecting a 25 basis point cut? Yep. So that's the expectation, is a 25 basis point rate cut. Option Boy A says he's on a flight back home to West Palm at the moment. You're on a flight, huh? The Wi-Fi good or no? Good enough, I guess. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. What was the poll in the chat, by the way? Yeah, 48% bullish. Go ahead. Yeah. That checks out. That checks out. We don't even need that poll anymore. I don't even know why I put the poll up there anymore. It's bullish every single day. It's been bullish every single day for like 5 months straight. I'll tell you where it wasn't bullish. The only like 2 days it wasn't bullish. The only 2 days it wasn't bullish was like in this the beginning of the September monthly wick. That's when the chat was like, actually, you know, maybe now that I think about it, maybe we're just gonna tank. Because I think everybody had their eyes on this monthly gap, me included. Nah. Market says, nah. All-time highs is more fun, actually, so. Crazy, man. Crazy. It almost is like, I should almost look at gold just for added commentary on something else at this point. Dude, gold is like, I mean, obviously gold is pumping all-time highs too, right? But on this 4 hour, you guys have been stuck in this range. For those of you guys that trade gold, you guys have been stuck in this 4 hour range for a hot minute. Holding the gap here. Just taking out these generated highs here. I mean, it looks good for continuation. Also just expanded higher there at the open, though. But yeah, man, this would have been like days like this is where it's nice if you are a London session trader and you got on side with this move. Obviously, the SMT was here. You get on side of the move like this shortly after London session, you just kind of hold through New York for that continuation. Like that's obviously the best opportunity you're gonna have for the day, most likely. All right, guys. Hourly close in like 3.5 minutes. Yeah, I'll see if we can get maybe a 10 a.m. reversal to come rebalance at this point. Obviously, this hourly candle is extremely, extremely strong, though. I'm probably gonna wait for structure to show me something on a slightly higher time frame, 5 to 15 minute. Just because a lot of the times what will happen too when you get an expansion like this is you'll see price expand, and then you're either gonna see price either literally stop and go sideways, or it'll just be kind of like a steady, like a sideways, then a new high, come back in the range, sideways, new high, sideways, new high. And if you're on the 1 minute, I feel like that could be a problem. If you're looking for a reversal off of that. Right? You kind of get that grind little, for lack of a better phrase, like a wedge almost, grinding higher, and then like for like a full hour and a half, and then all of a sudden we come down. Meanwhile, getting caught in that chop is no bueno. No bueno, chat. Oh, and then by the way, I'm assuming you guys saw it. I posted in the Discord and on YouTube. But Project X officially here, boys and girls. Project X is officially here on Tradeify. The code PX for your first, it only accounts for the 50K to 100. 25K, 50K, and 100K accounts. The 150K is excluded. But PX will give you 40% off your first account. And then obviously you're going to want to use code Tyler for all the other accounts. One-time use only for the code PX, but just so you guys know. That might not have seen the update yet. I'm on the September contract for the moment, Reaper. I'll probably change it by tomorrow or Wednesday. Whenever the volume on the CME group, this is where I would have you guys watch. If you're interested, I'll put it in the chat. That link right there is this, right? So the CME group volume and open interest, and just looking at the NASDAQ, the NQ contract. So right now there's more volume in September. So this is just when I roll over when the volume is basically the same or more is in December. Because until then, I mean, I just want to trade the one with more volume. Is how I look at it. I think you could probably roll it over though before. Ninja Trader was asking me to roll over for the last like 2 days, so. Wizard Man, I've been trading for like 7 years technically, but trading seriously probably for like 5.5. Roughly. I would say like when I first got introduced to trading, I didn't really like, I would look at charts here and there and fuck around on like a demo account every once in a while. But I wasn't really like, I wasn't really sure if I was going to like really try to learn how to trade. I was just like, oh, it's interesting, right? All right, 10 a.m. just opened up. We just traded above the previous hourly high. Like I said, I'm going to stay off the 1 minute for now. I feel like I've seen this movie before, and I feel like the 1 minute is not going to be my friend if I'm looking for a reversal at this point. So I'm going to see if we can get like some structure to get put in on the 5 and then maybe flip it. But yeah, no, for probably like that first 1.5 years, maybe 2 years of like when I first got introduced to trading, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be my thing or not. Granted, I was focused on other things at that time. And then, yeah, like 2019, mid 2019 to late 2019, I was just like, you know what? I really want to learn how to trade. So I got back into it, started learning a lot. Took some free courses, paid for some stuff, you know, the whole nine, fucking around on every indicator you could think of on my chart at the same time, drawing every trend line, every support resistance you could find. And that was the beginning of the journey, right? Having one of these lines on every single structure point. Oh, look at that support. Look at that resistance. Oh. No shade on the Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands, Stochastics, RSIs, EMAs, you name it. I had it on my chart at one point. Usually all at once. I'd be like, oh my God. Look at this trend line. Holy cow. We're bullish. Yeah, we're pretty expanded here. Pretty expanded. Why wouldn't you look too long? I would take it in if we, like I said, weren't so expanded. It's just when we're up 3 standard deviations of Asia range, we've already, like we open up, we go straight up. Like, to me, I've missed it. Right, the boat has left. The train has left the station. I don't want to chase the longs up here. Like it's like your perspective is, why don't you look too long? Well, it's like, what do you recommend? I take a long right here. Is that the advice? I would love to long at some point, but I can't long up here. That'll make sense. How did I come across trading in the first place? I guess just like a childhood acquaintance. I don't want to call him like a friend. I mean, we weren't like close friends or anything like that. I basically knew him because he went to the rivaling high school where we played each other in sports, basically. And then we were both in network marketing in 2016, and we both got recruited into the same pyramid scheme, basically. So we had some trauma bonding with that. But yeah, he was learning day trading at that time as well. I've told you guys the story about him already. How he ended up being like a scammer, like took like millions of dollars from his uncle and told his uncle he was going to trade for him. And then he blew all the money on like living a super lavish lifestyle and all this stuff. That's the guy. He was actually in ICT's private mentorship group. So, but yeah, no. So yeah, when he was first like the first time he showed me like what Forex was and trading was, he was showing me like his MetaTrader terminal over a Zoom call, ironically enough. And I was just like, that looks fucking far out, dude. You know, at that time, I'm like 20 or 21 years old. And I'm just like, eh. I was in college at the time, majoring in girls and alcohol. You guys know the vibes. Just kidding. I had a girlfriend all throughout while I was in college before I dropped out. Like one of those 4-year relationships, girl from my hometown. I never really like did anything crazy in college. The craziest thing I did in college was drop out. I can't find the Asia indicator. Can you show to get it, please? Yeah, Cookie. This is just the ICT everything indicator, actually. And if I open it up here, scroll down, and what I have obviously is Asia, the Asia range toggled on, and then the standard deviation lines. You're gonna want to toggle these on. So I have it up to 4. Which is the most you can do. And that's it. So yeah, just have them on, reference them. This is also what divides the days for me at New York midnight. So if I jump up here to the hourly once it loads here. So all right, getting a little reversal coming in here off these highs. Like I said, waiting for that structure to kind of build up. I don't want to be the first one to short this off the 1 minute and then get ran over. Might mentally in my mind, I'm like, we could absolutely be sitting here for the whole hour. The whole silver bullet hour could just be like sideways up here. Sideways or slow grind higher. And then 11 or lunchtime, early PM, whatever, we could see finally that move back down. So just trying to be safe here. No, you're good, Cookie. When you become a multimillionaire, are we gonna put her on? Why pay extra $6? What do you mean? Are you talking about the for Project X? Yeah, I think they said it was it $5 more? What did they say in the Discord? For Project X. For Project X, guys, note on pricing. Project X will carry a small 5% uplift on the list price. This keeps pricing close to our current Tradeify offering. Only a few dollars more on most accounts while allowing Tradeify to ensure the sustainability of our programs over the next 30 to 60 days. We'll track platform performance, revisit pricing if needed. So the reason for it, well, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know what it costs to have it on their offering, right? So I don't know, boys. I don't make the rules. Do I watch college football? Yeah, not as much. Not as much. I will if it's like a kind of like a primetime game, if you will. I don't know. I just don't get into. I don't get into college as much. I think it's because I never got recruited coming out of high school. I said, "Fuck these guys." But I played quarterback. I'm 5'9.5". We'll call it 5'10", boys and girls. If any ladies are on here asking, I'm 6 foot. Any ladies on here, I'm 6 foot plus. 8 inches in thick. I mean centimeters. What? But yeah, no, I don't really get into college as much. But you know, I followed a little bit. Go Badgers. Do I expect rate cuts on Wednesday? Yes, I do. BTC to top 150K end of year. What you think? I sure hope so, JT. Yeah, it would be a sad day, I would say, if the spike to 124 was, you know, if the spike to 124 here was this last little raid before we sell. So, you know, we'll see how September finishes. I would say if we put in a swing high up here, it doesn't look that good, if I'm being honest. It doesn't, but it also, that's the other crazy. It doesn't look terrible either. You know what I mean? My prediction going into this cycle was that we would see price top around November-ish. I guess give or take a month, roughly. My prediction was that we would see price kind of form a top on crypto around like November. That's going to be about 500-ish days since the last halving event, which is generally when Bitcoin likes to top out. And it's historically, if you just kind of go back and look at highs and lows, you'll see November and April are very you'll just see a pattern of that kind of being the higher low of the cycle, right? So that's kind of my prediction. I don't really have like a necessarily like a price target per se, but I am expecting another drive higher at the moment. But then again, you're talking to a guy that held his entire crypto portfolio the last cycle in 21 and 22, and everything sold off, and we had that little bear market. So, but I got time. I would rather be on the side where I'm holding too long versus not holding long enough, and I just keep selling and getting in and out. Because I got time on my side, right? Obviously, a lot of us are younger, so it's like I can be patient. You know, I'm not like 65 on my deathbed, like, oh my god, if I don't secure this, I'm cooked. No, Wizard Man, no. I will use NinjaTrader to trade, like, obviously other accounts. I'm trading specifically the Tradeify accounts on stream though. Absolute Ghost says, take the 5-minute inversion to the 15 unfilled for a 1-to-1. You're welcome. Buy my $4,000 course. ES could get below the OB for a breaker while NQSMT's highs. So the 5-minute IFEG. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm chilling right now. I did not want to participate on anything on the 1 minute. Still don't. I'm waiting for something to kind of jump off here. I'm not, you know, a lot of you guys are talking about this 5-minute. If we get this inversion, well, let's get it first, right? Let's see what price looks like. Do we displace through it? Are we gonna just turn around, respect it? Like, I'll react. You know what I mean? I'm gonna react to what happens, and I'm not gonna try to predict where this is going right now. But what I will do is I'll go ahead and mark out our equilibrium level just so we have it. Come on. So equilibrium of the range is going to be basically at the low of this previous hourly candle, about the 170 level for the moment. No trades taken yet today, Owen. I've just been waiting. None yet. None yet. Honestly, yeah, the best opportunity that you would have had would have been if you're a London trader and you traded this in London. SMT at the Asia low. Basically, once you flip this, it was like, all right. Anybody in the chat trade London and took something like this off this framework? 15-minute gap here just before the open. Caught a 22R. Fuck yeah, Ethan. Let's go. Yeah, no trades for me today. I'm flat. For now. Flat for now. Yeah, that's really all I'd be looking for shorts, though, would just be this rebalance, right? Seeing, obviously, you know, you'd probably look to, like, this hourly gap for a target if you're looking to line it up with a PD array in discount. Right below this previous hourly low. That'd be the idea. But as of right now, 5-minute gap showing respect. Macro's come and gone already, so I'm kind of expecting, honestly, we chop and kind of go more sideways and maybe even see like another slight grind higher potentially. But at this point, I'm pretty much anticipating us to just be waiting for a little bit. Scare money don't make money. Rip some longs. Fucking so true, dude. All right, I'm in. JK. JK, LOL. Let's see. Choice champions. I think Absolute Goat was being sarcastic. If you couldn't tell. No balls is right. Man. Yeah, when did ICT say that his first 2025 mentorship was dropping? Is that gonna be, he didn't drop it already, right? Today's the day, right? He said Monday. Let's see. No, nothing yet. 8 p.m. Eastern? Okay. Is this Telegram still a thing? I think I muted it forever ago. And he's dropping a PDF in the Telegram. Okay. I am still in it. I just never use Telegram. I think I muted the whole app. Dude, Telegram, honestly, dude, Telegram and Discord, it sucks kind of because you just get like, bro, there's just so many like bot scammers. It's so annoying. Like, bro, it's crazy. Look at this shit. This is, I just opened up Telegram and this is all I see. I see, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like deleted account, deleted account, deleted account, like random little Asian lady sends you, like, what the fuck? I see it now, yeah. Tomorrow evening, 8 p.m., PDF briefing for your edification posted here. The first lecture will post on my YouTube channel at the same time. Be safe. As a reminder, this is my official Telegram. All right. Read all. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know. Like, Discord needs a fix. I don't know why you guys get so many friend requests when you join the server. I don't know. I turned on the security, like, to the highest level. And then, yeah, I obviously turned off my, like, Sonny, you were messaging me about the giveaway on Friday. And I had to turn off, messages from people. But also, like, I would just get a bunch of random messages from people. Like, every stream I did, I would have, like, 5 to 6 to 10 random messages from some guy from India. Bro, please will you tell me to why you took that trade there when you had the SMT there that was going the opposite direction, and why did you do that? Please help me, bro. Bro, please. Bro, please give me account. My family needs it. We haven't eaten in 2 weeks. Bro, please. I'm like, oh my gosh. Let me just turn that off. Oops. Me love you a long time. Every day you get a new friend request from Tyler Trades. It's just me. It actually is just me. I make all these accounts in my free time. Plot twist. Yeah, I don't know how to make it stop, Big Head Reef. It's pretty annoying. Longs or shorts, says Sin. Great question. But yeah, I think you guys can change a setting in your own personal Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Where you can basically reject friend requests from mutual servers. I believe that's a thing. Did you say giveaway? I don't know, Andrew. Did you hear me say giveaway? Boring life of a trader. I hate when price just fucking does like this. Hey. Yeah, well, macro's come and gone. It's 10:22 right now. And obviously, as we spend more time up here, like, we have formed more bullish gaps, 5, 15. So, like I said, I'm in the mindset of I'm going to be waiting. You know, if this does just decide to die and I don't know, maybe come for like this 15-minute candle low with no wick, and come back down to discount of the range, maybe I'll miss it if it just does that, right? And that's fine. Then I could get maybe on side for longs. But I'm not gonna do that. I would prefer at this point, because we've expanded so much, I'd prefer to get this correction move. I just don't want to be early to it and then get caught and chop. So that's what I'm trying to avoid here. Trying to get the week started on the right note. And if that means avoiding a loss, then that's good too. The problem with doing that big head reef is you'll be doing it like 40 times. Sell this pig? Not yet. I'm not gonna yet. You guys can. You guys definitely can. I mean, yeah, I would look for this 15 to maybe fail and then see where we go. Definitely weaker on NQ versus ES. ES is looking like this at the moment. I should say the relative weakness it's interesting to gauge here because you've got this candle is currently bullish on the 15 for ES. However, at the same time, NQ has expanded so much more, right? Leaving bullish fair value gaps on this move up. ES hasn't moved quite that much with that much displacement. But current 15 weaker on NQ. Big Head Reef is in the short. Post in the Discord afterward, win or loss. All right, good luck, man. Let me see if I can find where you took it. Where did Big Head Reef go short? I don't think you took it off the 5-minute. Maybe the 2-minute looks cleanest. Like right here, maybe. This 2-minute change in the state. Use this as order block. Big Head Reef, is that, am I right or no? Look at that rejection off that 15, though. How do you short this? LOL, I don't think until interest rates will see significant retracement. Yeah, very, very possible, stock operator. Like I said, I'm not trying to be the first one to short. You never want to be... I shouldn't say you never want to be the first to short or long, like a low or a high. For you turtle supers out there that have a crystal ball. You'd probably disagree with that sentiment, but in general, you don't want to be the first, like I wasn't trying to get short right away off of this 10 a.m. sweep. Granted, would there be logic in 10 a.m. opening up, we take the high and then we come back down to the range? Yes, but like just looking at the strength, you know, even just looking at the strength of how the previous 1 hour candle closed, it's just like I'm not really expecting there to be a fast reversal down, to be honest. Doesn't mean we can't have it. I would just have to adapt if it happened, but being realistic, it's like how often do you see that? Not very much. So just choosing to stay patient, 5 or 15 minute. You know, obviously gaps have formed up here, holding price higher. So wanting to see these fail before feeling safe with a short. We're just chilling. It's almost 10:30. This is probably, like, in all reality, it's probably going to be a wait for 11 a.m. at least. So get comfy, boys and girls. Hey, grab yourself a coffee. Kick your shoes off. Now I got to fucking entertain you kids for 30 minutes somehow. I don't know if I have enough memes. I don't know if I have enough memes to do that. Oh boy. I didn't prepare for this. Oh no. So yeah, I don't know. What do you boys want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about to pass the time? I mean, we could go through my fantasy football lineup if you want. In the FinTwit League. Some of you guys are weird though and don't like football, but you guys are from like other countries, so that kind of makes sense. Boys given J Pell. You guys know J Pell? You guys have probably seen his name on Twitter before. Giving J Pell the business this week. That's me. Only unfortunate part is Joe. I didn't start Joe Burrow this week though. That's the. Where's my team here? I did not start Joe Burrow this week. That is the good news. Had to go with J Love, and of course, Joe Burrow got injured, and I think he's going to be out for like pretty much most of the rest of the season. So now I'm in a dilemma, boys and girls. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Obviously, my QB1 now, he's got bye week 5. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I got to find someone to step in. That's so tough though, too, because I drafted Joe to be my starter. But what can you do? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you get stop hunted. Sometimes you get stop hunted in fantasy too. It happens. Sometimes you get stop hunted in fantasy. Tucker Kraft really came through for me this week. Matthew Golden is, well, got some work to do. Can you guys tell I'm a Packer fan? Matthew Golden, Tucker Kraft, Jordan Love, Aaron Jones. I didn't want to take him, but he was just the best that I had at that time. Kind of got lucky with this Ja'Cory Krosky merit pick because Eckler ended up getting hurt and he's out for the season. Or his Achilles, dude. That sucks. But yeah, we're giving him the business. This week we are, if all goes, unless his kicker just comes out of nowhere. How do I go back to my? I don't know. And why did Brett Simba, if you're watching this or end up watching this, bro, why did you pick Yahoo to do our fantasy? This is the worst fantasy experience I've ever had, is using Yahoo. Yahoo! Shit sucks. Anyway. Yeah, unless his kicker just goes off for like 30 points tonight. We'll be 1-1, boys. We'll be 1-1. And that's how you do it with the last overall pick in the draft and your starting QB going down. But now, hey, listen, we got to put our manager caps on here. And we need to make some moves to keep this season alive. We really do. Listen, it's not about the adversity that strikes. Adversity comes for us all. It's how you respond to the adversity. All right? You guys are saying, PHV says chart, bro. Like, dude, your autism is showing. There's nothing here, man. What do you want? What do you want me to do with this? The prize, it was like a it was a 1K buy-in. I think we're doing top 3. So I think first place gets like 6,500. I know, okay, yeah, 6,500 first place, 1,500 last place. So you end up getting your 1,000 back with a little profit. How much did that leave left? 2,000, yeah, so 2,000 to second place. Your live is high latency. Well, I think the delay is only like 5 to 8 seconds. It just kind of depends on your internet, my internet. But yeah, it is not the ultra low latency. Because we're streaming at 1440p, 60 frames a second, chat. Crisp, clear, sexy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Yeah, 10:30, not really doing much. We're as expected here. Like chop sideways after this expansion, maybe another drive higher. All going according to plan. If you listen to me and said, "Wow, he might be right. Maybe we'll see." Right? Like so far, I've kept you out of chop. If I talked any patience into any of you, I say that and then watch it like nuke down here in like 5 seconds. Check MNQ. Why? What about it? Oh. A little manipulation there, huh? We are SMTing with ES at the moment. ES is trading above this high currently, as you guys can see. Hang on, I think I missed some chats up here. I don't know why you guys get so freaked out if I go off the charts for 5 minutes. Maryland says, "What the fuck is he doing?" Let's see if there's anyone in the chat actually trying to help me out. Big Reef says, who's available for QB? I think like Russell Wilson was like the best option, or I could pick up Joe Burrow's backup. Browner, I think is his name. Carlos says he hates trading, dude. Oh, dude, we've all been there, Carlos. I hate trading. You love it, Carlos. You know you do. You love that you hate it sometimes. That's the thing. The love-hate. How do I recommend the transition from FX to futures? I would say Ermius. You have a lot of great prop options in the future space. I'm not familiar with the CFD prop options that are offered still to this day. Obviously, FTMO is back in the United States. I'll be honest, your name doesn't sound like you're from the United States. So I don't know if that really matters at all. But yeah, I would just say either way, I think futures is better, especially if you're predominantly trading the indices. I don't know why you wouldn't trade futures personally. I would always 100% recommend, even if you're on a live brokerage, like you want to be trading something that is, you know, legal and US regulated and insured. So I would just say, as far as a transition, it's not hard. You just go either buy a prop account with a futures firm or you load up a live futures brokerage. Maybe if you want to get used to like the tick value, open up a paper account and trade a little bit on the paper account. So you get used to like, you know, your contract sizing, micros versus minis. Because as opposed to Forex, instead of like a pip value, it's a tick count. So every point on the NASDAQ is 4 ticks. Every point on the ES is 4 ticks. Every tick on the NASDAQ E-mini is $5 a tick. Every point is $20. For ES, it's $50 a point. So what is that? $12.50 a tick for the E-mini contract, and then it's 10 times less risk for the micros. But it's pretty simple. If you're used to trading leverage on Forex, it's not a hard transition at all. The ones freaking out are waiting for a signal. They might be. I don't know. Listen, I'm trying to be safe here. If I can avoid a loss, you guys know for the last couple of weeks, I guess the hole that I dug myself last week was kind of in the middle of the week, but the week before, I dug myself a hole in the beginning of the week. It took me like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to get back out of the hole and back in green. So I just don't want to do that, especially knowing that this week we have FOMC ahead. So I'm just, again, having an expectation is one thing, and then applying that expectation in real time is another thing. I hate to sit on stream and not take any trades because I understand the entertainment factor of it, but I don't want to take shitty trades, like a bunch of shitty trades either. It doesn't do my street cred any good anyway. You guys will be like, what if I want to drop a $20,000 course next week? You guys will be like, what the fuck? I just saw this guy lose a trade. I'm not buying his course. You know what I mean? Can't ruin my street cred like that, chat. You understand. Times are tough. Looking for shorts, but might not see this morning. Yeah, may not. Futures way more better than CFD. Yes, I agree. Well, the CFDs is just, it's not, I just feel like it's not safe because the reality is, especially if you guys are US traders, one, I mean, look it up. CFDs are technically illegal. I don't know how they would enforce that ever. So I don't think that's nothing to be like afraid of, but it's illegal for a reason. The reason is because if something happens where the broker decides to take your money and just run, like there's nothing that you can do. You're not gonna get that money back, bro. It's gone. You put your money into a CFD brokerage account offshore, and they, for whatever reason, just decide, or maybe they go under, maybe they just decide, you know what, let's call it a wraps and keep everyone's money that has money in our brokerage. Like, what are you going to do? I'm just saying they can do that, right? So, you know, I don't know. And then you get the people like, obviously the CFD firms will offer affiliates big, I don't know about the prop firms. I don't think FTMO has ever done something like this. Obviously, you guys know the scandal with MFF. That was a whole different debacle, and that had more to do with trader manipulation than anything. But, you know, like for CFD personal brokerage accounts, and you'll see people affiliated with them, like they give them marketing accounts to trade. It says it's real, but it's not. And these people have their audience funneling in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into these personal brokerage accounts through their affiliate link, because they think that the person that referred them to that has multiple six figures, $1 million plus in a trading account, and it's just not true. It's just not true. I think you would have to be a special type of retarded to put a large chunk of your liquid cash and net worth into one of those accounts. Like, that'd be nuts. In my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. Agree to disagree if you want. The firms banned you, Tyler. Yeah, what firms? I guess, I mean, FTMO is kind of the granddaddy of the CFD, like, prop firms. I think if you're gonna go the CFD route and trade with a prop, like, FTMO has got to be the way to go. And they're credible, so I don't think you got to worry about anything along with that. I was more so talking about, like, the personal brokerage accounts. You know, the live accounts. Sir, do I buy or sell now? Just do both. It's all good. TGR has your back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he'll reimburse you. Right? What's up, Cougar? I'm more so looking for shorts. But I'm not going to be surprised if this drives another a leg higher here. Looking for shorts just because we're pretty expanded. To me, I've already missed the long move, right? It happened right at open. We just went straight up. I feel like London would have been your best bet if you're going to be looking to... Wait, where'd my thing go? That is weird. My indicator just like went off my chart. What? When did that happen? I think the Mossad might be after me, chat. Mossad might be... But anyway, yeah, no. So the reason I'm more so looking for shorts is just because I said I feel like we missed the move. The best opportunity would have been like this London manipulation, and then you get long in either pre-market or, you know, yeah, I guess after London session. So that'd have been kind of your best bet, and then hold this for continuation in New York. But we're over 3 standard deviations above Asia range. So just statistically, probabilities, it's a safer play for me at this point to probably look for this correction back down to rebalance than try to long up here. But you can do what you want, right? It all depends on your style, though. I'm not looking for like a little scalp from like here to here. If you are, I mean, there's definitely opportunity there. But you know, I'm more so looking for that bigger delivery, if that makes sense. Something like that. I look like Leonardo DiCaprio. What do you guys think, chat? Do I look like Leonardo DiCaprio more, or do I look like Jeremy Renner? What is his name? Hawkeye from the event from the Avengers. Jeremy Renner. What do you guys think? Jeremy Renner? Leonardo DiCaprio. Man. Or neither. Or do I look like Shane Gillis's autistic stepbrother? What are you doing, step bro? A beautiful Rosie O'Donnell. I still think my favorite Trump moment ever is remember his first time running for office? I think it was at the primaries or whatever. And or maybe it was a debate, I don't know. And Megyn Kelly was actually the who's that person that kind of hosted or whatever? The moderator. Anyway, she was like, "You referred to women as disgusting." What is he? Disgusting dogs and pigs. And he's like, "Only Rosie O'Donnell." Classic. Just a classic, dude. How do you beat that? That alone is what got my vote. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Do I have a swing trade order? I don't have any orders in right now. No orders. The only thing I'm swinging on at the moment is my QQM, my VU holdings, all my crypto. What's Tesla doing right now? I'm honestly kind of, let's see, what was the Nvidia? Oh shit. Man. I should have fucking unloaded the boats on Nvidia, bro. Honestly, I wasn't expecting as big of a recovery. Like, or I shouldn't say that. I wasn't expecting as fast of a recovery that we got. I knew we would recover. I wasn't expecting it to be like that sharp, to be honest. Like I thought we would have had a little bit more time to load the boats. Have you tried swing trading? I have. I used to be a swing trader in my Forex days. Yep. I used to be a swing trader. Definitely not my cup of tea psychologically. What I found is I would end up like going a whole month and I would take like obviously very few trades, which isn't a bad thing. But what would happen is like I didn't like if I held a trade for let's say a whole week just to get stopped at break even. Right? Like maybe I have a trade that I'm expecting price to go to like a higher time frame target on like a daily, weekly chart. And I get like halfway to my TP, so I go break even, and then it pulls back. I get stop break even. Like, and I just sat there for a whole week. Especially when I was trading Forex, you're holding those trades, so you're paying swap fees overnight. I'm like, so I don't know. It wasn't my cup of tea. If I'm gonna swing trade anything, I'm just gonna hold my long-term holdings. I would refer to myself more as an intraday trader, but I guess if you look at like the average duration of my trades being like an hour or less, usually less, if I'm timing it out properly, some would probably view that more as like a scalper. But when I think of a scalper, I'm thinking of someone that's going for like 10, 20 point little quick moves. I feel like yeah, average targets for me is like 50 to 100. Stopped? What do you mean stopped? What'd you do? You took a trade? Oh, also, who was that said that they were in something? Kookie? Did he ever say what? Was that Kookie? Jeremy Renner, that ain't even close. Definitely Hawkeye. Tradeify Project X gambling stream. Yeah, I thought Kookie said he was in a short. He never told me. I tried guessing where he entered, and I don't think I ever saw where he said he entered. Or no, that was Big Head Reef, right? Not Kookie. Sorry, Kookie. I couldn't remember who it was. Yeah, Big Head Reef. I thought you said you were in a short. Yes, Jorno. Choi said he was in a long. Nice. Last hour has been, yeah. I mean, is this not what we said, though? Is this not what we said, chat? Type 69 in the chat if you heard me say we're probably going to get, like, sideways price action for, like, the next hour. After the macro ended, and this is where we were, type 69 in the chat if you heard me say, like, this was very likely to happen. I'll get us started. $420. Close enough. Stock operator. So far, so good. Avoiding this. I know it's always tough, boys and girls, when you see price make this big impulsive move at the open and, you weren't a participant for the most part, so. But a lot of hoop left. A lot of hoop left, chat. Don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it, man. Oops. We are in the 11 a.m. macro currently, end of the hour in 7 minutes. ES is Putting in new highs. Currently. $69 all day long. Wait, what are we talking about? No, I think you got it right, Charles. It will create 1 hour FEG after 7 minutes. Good eye, Wolf Dubai. You are correct. You are correct, sir. Sir, please. I gotta get better at my Indian accent, bro. You know who's really freaking good at it is Nick from Tradeify TV. He's like, bro, he's fucking spot on with it. And he does like the little like head thing too with it. You're naughty, naughty. You're naughty, naughty for trying to go long here. That was pretty good. That was better. That was pretty good. I've definitely done worse. I look like Zac Efron from Baywatch. Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys and girls. You guys are glazing me up right now. Jeremy Renner, Leonardo DiCaprio, Zac Efron from Baywatch. This whole time I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, these guys are probably all sitting here like, this guy's chopped. Like, just look at this guy. You guys are telling me, you guys are giving me like the best compliments ever right now. Wait till the women in the chat find out I'm also 6 foot with 18 pairs of socks on. Game over. Game over. This is what it is. Cruel world out there. Is there girls trading? I think they exist. I don't know. It's a myth I've heard. I think they exist. I'm not sure, though. I think all the women that you see online that are traders, like trading, like female trading influencers, I think they're all AI. I don't think they're real. That motherfucker back there is not real. You're 5'2"? Oh, fuck no, Jason. No. I'm not midget size. As per all my exes, I'm the perfect size. Oh, shit, boys. Do I have an OnlyFans? Yep, instead of Tyler Trades, it's Tyler Teases. What would you say the whitest and the blackest thing about you is? The whitest? The whitest thing? That actually might be the harder one to answer. Because there's so many ways I could go with that. I could go with like the dark, funny answer. Or I could go with like, what's the whitest thing about me? What's the blackest thing about me? Probably the blackest thing about me is I do enjoy some fantastic, tasteful hip hop. I love me some good hip hop. I don't know if that might be a racist thing to say just in general. Because it ain't like white people can't also be hip hop artists. Predominantly, they're just not. So I don't know if that makes me, if that's a black thing about me necessarily. You guys can be the judge of that, I guess. But that'd probably be the blackest thing about me. I play basketball. Listen, I'm like White Lightning from the 3-point line. All right, I can shoot. I'm a shooter. I can shoot. But just don't get up in my face, bro, cuz if I have to take you with the left hand, I'm probably dribbling it off my foot out of bounds. But I can shoot. I'm going to get on the perimeter. You pass me the rock, bro. It's money. We're splashing those home all day. So I wouldn't say like basketball. What's the blackest thing about? I love watermelon. Fried chicken's great. Now we're not. I had to throw that in there, boys. Come on, I had to do it. Tyler says the blackest thing about him is his foreskin. Someone screenshot and clip that. Somebody clip that. I don't even know what that means. His foreskin's black? Yeah. I want to get that checked out, dude. Hey, that's racist. I know, but it's funny. It's like but it's funny racist, right? But the whitest. All right, let's think of the whitest thing about me. The whitest thing about me, bro. That's actually a tough question. What is considered? All right, the whitest thing about me is I tip well. I'm very well mannered, very respectful. I don't like being loud and obnoxious in public settings. Oh man. Oh, I love me some good country music too. Not that I don't know why I keep going back to music. It's just like such an easy. Any well tanned people in the chat? Hey, listen, don't find any offense. These are all just for grins. Last thing I need is more people getting real butthurt. Bill says, hey, that's racist too. Oh, yeah. Don't get your panties in a bunch. It's just for grins. Carrie says, is giveaway today? Carrie, you better stick around. You might miss the giveaway if you leave. Don't go anywhere, Carrie. Hey, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Do I season my food? I do a little bit. Yeah, I put the right amount of seasoning in there. The most redneck thing about me? The most redneck thing? Probably... You know, I don't know. I guess maybe just like going hunting. Otherwise, I'm trying to think of something that would be like a redneck. Like, what would be a redneck thing? You know, it's crazy. Like, for example, we did my one like childhood buddy that I grew up with got married last weekend. So I was one of the groomsmen in his wedding. Like for his bachelor party, you guys, like this is pretty redneck. Like all we basically did was shoot clay pigeons all day for like 3 hours. And then we get on a party bus in my hometown, which is like boondocks, middle of nowhere. And we just go bar hopping and it's just like, I don't know, like the people, like all the people there are very redneck, great people though. Like some of the best people. But I don't know, that's probably the most redneck thing. Going like, you know, I don't drive a jacked up diesel truck. I don't chew. Definitely like to have me some cold brews. But the most redneck thing, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Probably just that. Tyler sometimes enjoys sleeping with his cousin. I see. Well, yeah, dude, they're scared of the thunderstorms. All right, that was me. I mean, what's the most Indian thing about me? That's a great question. Sometimes if I don't shower, I smell bad. All right, that was too far. That was too mostly his cousin, sometimes his sister. Depends on the day of the week. Any day that ends in Y is good with me, Tyler. Do I get nervous around dark people? I don't. I don't get nervous around black people. I'll get nervous around any and all people if they seem to look a little suspect, and I feel like you guys know what I'm saying. We always like the cliche saying like don't judge a book by its cover. Fuck that shit. Like that's how you end up getting killed. I don't care what color the person is, but if they're out in public acting out of pocket, what are you gonna do? Sit there and be like, oh yeah, they're probably just a fucking fantastic person. Let me go and give them a hug. Like, let's be real here. Have a little bit of common sense. So I get nervous around people that are acting in a manner that justifies me being nervous around them, regardless of the melanin in their skin. But I'll tell you this, after last week, I don't think I'm going to be sitting in front of any strangers on public transportation. I never take public transportation, but if I were to take public transportation, I don't think I'm going to sit in front of, or at least if I do, I'm actually going to do a 180 in the seat. Like I'm going to be facing, you know what I'm saying? Dude, last week was actually kind of fucked up, was it not? Like a lot of just fucking weird shit happened. Not that we don't want to make, I don't want to make this like a dark, like let's keep the energy high. But last week was, what a crazy time. Your life must be boring then, says Toasted. What? Oh, dude, I guess a really white thing would be going to Starbucks. I don't really go to Starbucks, though. That would be a pretty white thing, maybe. Most Muslim thing? Dude, I don't know. Making 9/11 jokes. Take a trade. It's been ages. It's only been since Thursday. Ain't this funny? I want you guys to take note of this in the chat, though. When I take more than like 2 trades, I'm over trading. When I don't take a trade, it's like, take a trade, bro. You guys. How do I win with you? Copier malfunction. I don't know who's Gatey Trades. I don't know who that is. That sucks though. Bro, we have no news Monday. You're so right. Was I the only one that lost faith in humans after last week? No, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty discouraging, Antonic. Pretty discouraging to see the response from some. Obviously. But I do believe, despite all that, I actually do believe that there's way more good people in the world than bad. It's just that when the bad things happen, it's so loud. You know? And, I mean, that's just how the news and media works, right? Bad news, tragedies, it gets the clicks, it gets the views. I mean, that's what we see. For whatever reason, that's what people love to click on and watch. You know, all the bad shit that happens, and that's why it can be a mental drain sometimes to just be taking that stuff in all the time. Tyler, under trading now. Yeah, you like that? You like when the pendulum swings the other way? Over trading to under trading. Come on. How do you know when to roll over contracts? Great question, Bill. We've talked about it a little bit. I'll drop the link one more time in the chat so you guys have it. Go to cmegroup.com, and then you're going to go to the volume and open interest right here. And what I do is I just wait for the total volume of the December contract to be similar to or more than the September contract. Like right now, the total volume difference is still favoring the September, so I'm still on September. But, you know, by tomorrow, this will probably say like, I don't know, 120,000 or something, and this will be lower. And like probably by Wednesday, you'll be rolled over. Usually you're rolled over a few days before the actual expiration. That's what I do. That's what I do. Under trading is crazy, ain't it? That is crazy. We do have end of the macro here. Probably going to be wrapping this up here soon. I mean, you guys kind of know what I'm looking for. Would like to see this rebalance, preferably. But obviously don't want to force it when we're just kind of going sideways up here. So might take a look at this around lunchtime and PM session, and I'll keep you guys updated on Discord and on Twitter if I do take anything. We'll see what happens. You guys can let me know as well if you guys take anything in the Discord as well. But appreciate you guys showing up. Like the stream before you go. If you guys wouldn't mind, hit that like button, hit the old thumb button, thumb me if you will. Some might even say. But I'll be back live here, guys, tomorrow morning, same time, same place, 15 minutes before market open. I did not take any trades this morning, so I am flat so far on the day. Hopefully you guys stayed safe as well. Hopefully you guys at least enjoyed hanging out, having fun. I know I did, and I hope you guys have a great Monday. Carrie says you lied. Hey, listen, Carrie, I got to keep you on your toes, Carrie. Carrie, come on. You'll be around next time, though. Listen, it'll be worth it when it happens, Carrie. That's the thing. That's the thing. All right, guys. Enjoy your Monday. Appreciate you guys. I'll keep you guys updated, like I said, Twitter and Discord, and I'll see you guys back here 9:15 Eastern tomorrow morning. Peace and love, chat.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ chart's on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.